finally time. Let the Eurovision
podcast
begin.
Hello, and welcome to a new episode of the Eurovision podcast. Today we will talk about the running order of the second semi-final. So we will start with the first country who will open the semi-final 2, and then we will continue with each country until Denmark, which is the last country who is closing also the semi-finals. So we will talk about each country and also the chances for qualifying, because the running order is a big influencer for the chances for qualifying to the final. Of course, next to vocal performance, political voting, staging, but I think also the running order is a huge influencer for the chances for qualifying, because it is said, I don't know if it's really true, but it is said that if you have like a lower running order number, it is more likely that people might forget you, and if you have a higher running order number, people will easily remember you and also vote for you. I don't know if this is true. It doesn't apply for everyone, I think. For those people who are watching the show or like the songs weeks before, the running order doesn't influence anything about the decision for who they would vote for, because they already know all the songs and they know the running order and everything. So for those people it is not applying this rule. But I think for those people who watch the songs for the first time on the evening, this is a big influencer, and I think it is still the biggest share of audience watching the show. Those people who watch the songs for the first time, I think it is still the biggest share of watchers of the audience. Only those die-hard fans are, I think, still in the minority, but those who watch it for the first time, they're still in the majority, I think. So especially for those kind of people group, this running order is influencing a lot. So we will start with the first country who has the honor for openings semi-final number 2, and the honor goes to Zenit from San Marino. This is not a big surprise, because I think the organizers knew that Zenit and her song, of course, are big fan favorites. It was received very positively in the fandom of the ESC. So I think they use San Marino for the opener, because usually they use a very big, loud, powerful song to open a show, because ESC, this is a song contest, but it is also, on the first place, it is a TV show, and the organizers want to keep audience to watch the show. And if you have something like a big song, loud song, a very colorful song for the opening, it is more likely that people will not switch over to another channel, but still continue to watch the show. And I think also Florida helped a lot for this decision, because if people see Florida on stage representing San Marino, which is a little bit weird, I think they will start and continue to watch the whole show and look out for something more of a surprise. Being number 1 is also maybe an indicator that we will have a big stage show, and I think San Marino, and especially Zenit, is investing a lot into promoting herself and also her song. So we will see a lot of like gimmicks on stage and some colorful performance, some neon lights, maybe some pyro. I don't know if this is suiting, but Zenit is really spending a lot of money for her and for her stage show and for her participation. I don't know from where she got the money. I don't think that the Samarinese broadcaster is paying Zenit to do all this. I don't think that they have the money for that. But I heard that she has a rich wife, so maybe because of her she's doing it, and she's doing a good job. I mean, everyone is going nuts about San Marino. I never thought about this ever to happen, but luckily this year we will have San Marino's best result ever, and I think this will easily be San Marino's best result ever, and also, of course, a qualification. Even though there's no Italy, I think, and other countries who might help San Marino, but there are a lot of good indicators for a final. So, if not Florida, then everything around it. I think it is still not sure if Florida can make it to Rotterdam. But I think it's neither confirmed nor not confirmed. So we will have a surprise maybe. Maybe he will do it, maybe not. But I think they will also, maybe if he can't make it to Europe, then they will show like from the backup audience, like the video they're doing before the show, they will cut into his performance into this. So I think they will manage something to do this. So the second place, or let's say the second running order position, goes to Estonia. So we all know that the second place is the worst position in Eurovision. No one is very lucky to have this kind of position, because a song never won from second position, and also coming after Zenit, you will lose. You can do anything, but she will overshadow you no matter who you are. So Uku Suviste is the unlucky one, which is very ironically, because his song is the lucky one, but he got as a unlucky one because of the second position. And also pre-confirming that he will be second, I was not sure about qualification. I mean, he looks good. His song is better than last year, so congratulations, Uku. But I think even from a different position, you would not qualify to the final. I'm very sorry, but you have bettered yourself, so your song is better than your last year's song, and I'm very happy that Uku had the chance to go to Eurovision at least. Last year he had no chance, but this year he won Eesti Laul, so congratulations for this. But before, the chances for qualifying were very low, and now I think there is 0. So I'm sorry, Estonia, you did a great job in the last years, but this year, no, sorry. The third position goes to Czech Republic, Benny Christo, and it's also a very bad position. But I think he will profit from Uku Suviste, because he will be like a little bit overshadowed by Zenit, and I think after this, then when Benny is performing on stage and he has such a good stage persona, he's very confident on stage. His smile is very infectious, so I think everything will be better for him. But still, I'm not sure about qualification. It's a very bad position for Czech Republic, and we also know that Czech Republic in televote is very bad because they literally have no neighbors. I mean, okay, there's Poland, but I don't think that the connection between Poland and Czech Republic is so big. I don't think so. And Hungary is not there, Slovakia is not there, Austria is also not such a loyal neighbor, I think. Germany is not voting, so this could be very hard for Czech Republic. For me, this is the most underrated song next to Slovenia. And also, I don't think that he will be like one of the last places, like he is in the betting odds. But for me, his song before seeing the running order was for me in the final, personally. But seeing now the reactions of everyone, and also about the running order, which is very bad for Benny, I have little hopes for qualification. So I think he will not make it. I'm very sorry. I really like Omaga. I'm not a fan of Kemama last year, but this year I'm a very huge fan. From the first time I watched the music video, I was really in love, in quotes, with Benny. Last year I had no connection to his song, but this year I think he did a very good job. But I don't think for a final. I'm so sorry. You really deserve. But you had a good success the last year. You were top 10 in 2018. Lake Malawi did also a good job. So you're on a good streak, but not this year. After Czech Republic, we will see Greece with Stefania. So she will profit maybe also from Czech Republic and Estonia because, well, she's a young girl. She's very energetic. She's very young, vivid. She's dancing very good, I think. I'm not sure about her vocals, and I never heard her singing her song live. Maybe there is something on the internet where she performed her song live, but I didn't watch it, so I'm very afraid about her, how good her vocals are. Everything depends on her vocals, I think, because we will have a expensive stage show for sure. I mean, they wanted to do something big last year and they want to do it this year. But I'm very glad that they did not come up with the idea of flying Pegasus on stage. This would have been very cringy. So I'm very happy that they're not doing this. But I think anything else, it will be very big and very cool to watch. So Greece is going to the final for sure. They're again on a good streak, I think, just like Cyprus. I don't know if Cyprus is in the same semi. No, but still, without Cyprus help, we will see qualification for Stefania, and I think she really deserves to be in final. Next one is Austria, and this will suffer a lot after Omaga, after Last Dance from Greece. This will really suffer from, after such a streak of bops. This will be completely overshadowed by everyone. Everyone will go on a pee break when Austria is performing. I'm very sorry. I mean, everything screams for me average. It's an average song. It's an average performer. Average doesn't mean bad. I mean, it's not good and it's not bad, so it's average. But it's not enough for final. Sorry, Austria. You are very good in the last years, but last year you were completely forgettable for me. This year you are completely forgettable. I always said if I wish to have a new singer, then it's for Austria, because last year I don't even remember what the name of the song was. I know Vincent Bueno is his name, but I don't know anything about him. He's not doing any promo, I think, so he looks good. He's a good singer. He's doing a good job, I think, but without the striking staging, and I don't think they will do something big staging. It will be very minimalist staging, and this will be too simple. So this is for me a clear, definite non-qualifier. Yeah, I'm sorry, Austria, but you are doing a good job in the last years, but this year you are again very bad. So I'm sorry. Next one is Poland with Rafał and the Ride. So for me, Rafał, he's like, I don't know, he's like over 40, I think, but he is such a cringy performer. I mean, he wants to do something like cool and everything, but it doesn't come as cool as he's supposed to have. So this screams a lot of like cringe for me. But I think the stage show, that it will be cool if they use the neon lights from the music video. If they do this, it's okay. But it looks very, how to say, like I don't feel like it's appropriate to him. He's like he's not old, but a grown man. But he wants to do like something Eric Sade would do, or what was his name from something like from Melodifestivalen. I think this is also Melodifestivalen Reject. So I guess it was supposed to be sung by a very teeny Swedish singer, but he got he got this to sing the song, so I'm not sure if this will be enough for qualification. Even though Poland is doing a lot, like the diaspora, Polish diaspora is like everywhere in Europe. They're using the might of the televote a lot, but I think it's not enough for qualification. I'm sorry. You have like a very good position, like after Austria. He's very like slow and it's a ballad, but this will not help you a lot. I'm sorry. Stefania and Zenit, they will impress me more than you will. Next one is Moldova. So Moldova with Natalia Gordienko and Sugar. So this is a big plus after last year, because last year for me it was so dated. I think I only heard the song for once and that's it. But this year she will bring something very cool, something very bubble poppy on stage, and I think this will impress as much as Dorados did in 2018. So they were also under the radar in 2018, but after seeing like the colorful and the amazing stage show, they managed to come to top 10 in the final. So this could also happen to Moldova because of the help of Filip Kirkorov, or let's say the money of Filip Kirkorov. He will invest a lot into the staging. It will be very cool staging, I think. So Moldova is always impressing us with the amazing stagings they are doing every year, even though they're such a small and not so rich country, but they always do the best of it. And I think this is the best tourism boom they could have, like an advertisement. They should really invest into competing to Eurovision than spending a lot of money for tourism advertisements, because Moldova for me is never on the radar, but when it's coming to Eurovision, they're suddenly on my radar. So they're doing a good job. They will come to the final, even though there's neither Romania nor Ukraine nor Russia in the semi-final, but the stage show itself is enough for qualifying to the final. I hope they bring those ice popsicles into the stage. I want to have something like Katy Perry did on her Super Bowl halftime show. So that was also very bubblegum, very like pastel colors. I want to have something like this for Moldova, and I think they will do this. Next one is Iceland with Dathi Magn. I don't want to pronounce the second part. So Dathi Freyr, he's very big name currently because last year he was like everywhere. It was trending a lot. It was a viral hit. Even some radio stations where I live played his song. So he really, for me, he was the winner for last year. So I had high hopes for this year, but I'm not as confident about 10 years like I was about Think About Things for winning this year. It will be very high, I think. It will help by the choreography, by the quirkiness of Dathi and his team around, of his very cool dancing. Everything will help, but I don't think he will be winning this year's ESC. But he will achieve a very good result for Iceland. Not the best result ever. I think it was the second place in 2009, 1999. But he will come to the top 10. I think this is very clear. And I think also the Eurovision movie on Netflix is helping a lot Iceland, because everyone will, what is Iceland sending? So there will be a hype around Iceland, so that everyone will see what kind of song Iceland will send. So he will come to the final, of course. He will not win the final, but he will come, of course, to the final, even though there's no Sweden and Norway, but there's Denmark, so it's easy qualifier. Next one, and also the last country for the first half, is Serbia. So they really got the best position for a first half country. The last country in the first half is always, well, the first half is never as good, but being the last in the first half is very good. After Hurricane's performance, there will be a commercial break, so everyone will remember this song and also might vote for it. So I'm really happy about Hurricane and their running order position. It will profit by the break afterwards, and I think Hurricane, we know her, the girls, we know them from last year, so they're doing a very good choreography, very cool choreography, and Sanja Vucic is really good singer. I really admire her. She's the best. If I could be friends with someone, it is Sanja Vucic. I really love this woman. So she will impress with her vocals. The Xenia and Ivana will impress with her choreography, with her hair whipping and everything around this. So everyone will remember Hurricane, even though the song is not like such a big, huge banger, but for me it is one of the biggest growers. When I first heard it, it was like a little bit too noisy, a little bit too much going on. But the more I listened to the song, the more I began to like it. And now I see, for me, it was very borderline qualifier. I was not sure if Serbia would qualify, but now I think they have good chances. But I'm afraid about the costumes. I hope it will not be something like Moje 3 in 2013. So the costumes were horrible. So I hope that they will come up with nice costumes and not with something very awful. But for the rest, I think it's enough for qualification, even though there's no ex-Yugoslavia country in it. But I think Austria and Switzerland, who has a big Serbian diaspora, it will help a lot for qualification. So after Serbia, we have this break, and the first country who is opening the second half is Georgia. So I was very surprised about Georgia opening the second semi-final. The second part of the second semi-final, because after a break you want to have something loud, something very up-tempo to bring back the viewers to the TV screens. So Georgia, for me, it's not very suitable. I mean, it's okay because they had the luck to be in the second half, but undeservingly. I mean, Georgia has such a boring song. I'm sorry. It is my opinion. It is not worthy to open the second half, so I don't know why they did this, but someone has to open the second half, so I think they wanted to put all the favorites a little bit after, so they choose all those non-favorites to be more higher in the running order. So Georgia is, for me, a definite non-qualifier. I'm not a fan of Georgia in Eurovision. Each year, I think I only loved 2 of their participation. It was their debut in 2007 with Sofo and Warrior by Nina Sublati. But all the other songs, it's very boring for me. I don't know why they're such a good country in junior Eurovision, but in adult Eurovision they're very, very bad. So I don't know why they don't show any ambitious and any effort for the adult contest. So, but that's how it is, and so no final for Georgia for sure, 100%. After Georgia, we have Albania, so it is an even worse position, being the second in the second part. But I think she will profit by Tornike's song. It is also very slow tempo, but not as boring as Georgia's song. So she will profit by Georgia a little bit, not too much. And she's a very good vocalist, and I hope she will bring something very good onto stage. I think she has the money for some gimmicks, but I'm afraid that she will not have anything on stage, and it will look very empty. She needs something to and I don't want the same dancers like in Festival Kangas, but I need something what grabs my attention, because Albania was like very high when I first heard it. Like it was always on the top. Of course, it was the first country to publish the song, but it really dropped a lot. So it is, for me, if it is not in the final. I don't see it in the final. Well, they have Greece and Switzerland, which have both a very big Albanian diaspora, but I don't think it will be enough for qualification. And this could be a surprise qualifier, but I'm not sure about this. Next one is Portugal. So Portugal is sending something in English, which is very surprising for me, but the song itself is not very surprising. It's like the opposite. It's not memorable. I already forgot what was the name of the band. I think Black Mamba. And the name of the song, it's, well, I see like quality into it, but I'm not a fan of this kind of song. It is a little bit too boring for me. It's nothing is saying to me, well, you have to put it on your Spotify playlist. I don't think, I don't feel anything about the song. So for me, this is just like a slow river. It is just floating around. There's no high, no lows, just floating like this. So it is, and also like the position where they are. So there's like Bulgaria, which is also very slow. Albania is very slow. Georgia is very slow. So everything is like in there, like in the middle of those kind of slow songs. So it is very bad for a viewer to grab the attention. So this will completely be overshadowed by the following countries, which are more memorable, let's say like this. So everyone will forget about Portugal. I think also Spain is not voting in this final. So for me, it's also a definite non-qualifier. And after Portugal, we have another slow song, but for me, a very good slow song. So there are slow songs which are forgettable, but there's also good slow songs, and Victoria has one. So Victoria, for me, well, I think she will create something very magical on stage. She doesn't need a lot of staging, but I think this minimalistic staging and also like the way she's singing it will create such a mood that you don't need something big. This will profit by a streak of like very forgettable songs, and then you have like a very nice ballad, and everyone will be impressed by her voice, her character, her like I feel something like Billie Eilish when I watch some of her concerts or where she's singing on a stage. I feel the same vibe with Victoria. So I think this will create such a atmosphere, such a cool mood. I hope they're bringing some fog onto stage, so this could qualify for sure. Even though it's very slow song, but everyone will remember her and also her singing, her style. So for me, Bulgaria is definitely in the final. So she can just relax and sing her heart out. And then we will have an explosion by Finland. So after how many songs? Like 4 very slow songs, we will have Blind Channel with what is the name of the song? Middle Finger? No, I don't think. Something like this. So Blind Channel will wake everyone up. So everyone was like, oh, so many slow songs, and then they're on the stage and everyone will be like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? Can I say this here in Spotify? I don't know. This really breaks the silence. After such 4 very slow songs, you have Finland, which is really like high. So this will profit a lot. It will be for sure in the final. I'm not sure about the position in the final, but here in this part I want to say about the qualification chances. So for me, the chances for qualifying is very high thanks to the position they're in. So after many slow songs, we need something like very hard, very rocky something, you know what I want to say. So Finland is of course in the final. And the 15th position goes to Latvia. So I think Samantha Tina, even though I really like her, I admire her, and she's also such a nice stage person. She has a stage personality which is very infectious and very nice to see. But she will have troubles after Finland, because everyone will still remember Finland, and will, I don't know, make some notes on their score sheets, I don't know. So maybe she will struggle with this, but I'm not sure how it will be received by the audience. I mean, she's such a big persona, so she could be memorable, but I don't know if the song is... for me, last year's song would fit here a little bit better, but of course she can't have it again. So I'm not very sure about Latvia. Samantha Tina really deserves to be in the final, but I think this will be struggling. So I'm very sad that she will have to struggle, and I really hope that she will come back again. Because she really deserves to be successful at Eurovision. I think she has the nerves to do it, because she's one of the singers who participated most of the times in the national final. So I think she will also maybe come back next year's. So we will see her maybe in the future again, I hope. So the second to last country is Switzerland, and well, I think the organizers knew that John Steers was a big favorite, so they put him onto one of the last positions. So coming after Finland and Latvia, who are very loud, very powerful, very rock. Latvia is not rocky, but very rocky song from Finland. Some people might seek something very quiet with a lot of emotions, and I think John Tears can bring it. Like Victoria can bring it, he also can bring it onto the stage. So he's a very good vocalist, and I hope that he will bring the epicness of the music video to the LED screen. So because if you can apply your music video to the stage, you will be in the final for sure. Like, you can win your semi-final, I think. So Switzerland is for me one of the countries who might win the semi-final. So, but he needs to impress me with, well, he will impress with the voice, I think. So, but I hope that he will bring also like something very cool to the LED screens. So I hope to see some of the drone shots they're doing in the space or in the on the streets of Switzerland. So I really hope that they will bring it onto the stage. And also there's Albania in the semi-finals. So John Steers is ethnically Albanian, so he will get a lot of televote points by Albania and also by Switzerland. Austria, sorry. And the last country who has the honor of closing the semi-finals is Denmark. So they really got a very good placement. I'm very surprised that they are the ones who are closing the show, because the song for me, it was a definite non-qualifier. Well, I think they wanted to create something cool by the 80s vibe, but for me it is a little bit too much 80s. It really sounds like it is a song from 1987. They took this song, which was in some kind of drawer, and they took the song and let's put it for this year too. So I think I know what they wanted to achieve. So if they want to be successful, they need to be to sing it ironically, to have an 80s cliche song. You know what I want to say. If they're doing it die hard with a seriousness, it will be over. It will be forget. Everyone will forget it. But if they do it ironically, then everyone will get the humor of it, and it will help to get to the final. But I'm not sure about the chances. So for me, this was a definite non-qualifier. Now I think it is at least an outsider chances for qualifying to the final, but I think some other countries really deserve to be rather in the final than Denmark will. So I think they will profit by the position, but it will be not enough for qualification to the final. So that's it. That's the running order for the semifinals and also the last part, the last episode before the rehearsals. So rehearsals are starting now in the next days. I'm very curious what we will see. I will update you about this. I will do a lot of episodes in the upcoming days. In 2 weeks we have the final. So if you want to continue, subscribe to this channel, and we will hear each other in the next episode. Bye.